Yeah, so when you paid this 150,000, was it upon request from Mr. Brown Mukhodzi? I mean,
yes.
So he requested.
Yes, but I didn't pay it 150 once. It was accommodation, flights.
So did he what he wanted the money for? Did he say that, can you give us this assistance for this activity?
Yes, he said that.
He said for January 8.
Yes.
Did he mention who was also to benefit from that amount?
Yes, he said the minister.
So he was asking the money on behalf of the minister. That is how he requested for it.
According to him, yes.
According to him.
Yes.
Him and the minister, or the minister only?
Say that again?
Him and the minister, according to his request, was it for him and the minister or for the minister only?
No, it was, from what I understand, the minister sent him to go and ask for donations there and there.
Okay.
And then I was one of them.
Okay.
And then he asked me that money so I can donate for them for this January 8th thing of theirs. So I don't know who was going to benefit there. So
you just send the money, you don't know how it was spent and on what? You don't know. You just sent it.
The flights, I paid them directly. I knew this is where the flights, because he sent me the ID numbers.
Okay.
So I have them on my WhatsApp chats.
So which ID numbers did he send? For who?
For different people.
For different people.
I think maybe 10 or... I don't remember how many people.
The ID number also has, I assume, when you book for a person, you use an ID number and full names.
He sent me copies of IDs.
Okay. So was an ID of the minister part of those copies?
No.
It wasn't?
No.
Okay, thank you, Chair.
Chair? Through you, Chair. I think the witness is aware that if you are aware, God, that Brown Mukhodzi, with others, he was one of the fundraisers on CR 17. Do you know that?
He was what?
One of the funders.
Funder.
Yeah. In other words, he was raising funds for CR 17.
Oh, I'm not aware of that.
Thank you. Now, I believe that I thought perhaps he was an extortionist, because what you said, that he said he calls you from the office of the minister. Am I right?
Yes.
Like he was working with the minister.
Yes.
Hey.
But what is your question, Charlie?
No, we are chair, because I'm saying he was extorting money from you. Am I right?
Yes, no, I agree with you.
Thank you, Chair.
Honorable Sangud.
Thank you very much, Chair. Mr. Matlala, you said that former Minister Cele says that just keep this guy going,
yes.
so that he can lead us to Minister Mkhunu.
Yes.
What did you understand by lead us to Minister Mkhunu? What was your sense that Minister Cele was asking you to do?
It was not what I was thinking. It was what he told me actually, that he wanted. He said him and his team, meaning General Khumalo and his team, they wanted to arrest Minister Mkhunu. So they wanted to find something that they can use against him through me when I'm busy entertaining Mukhodzi, by even end up risking my money just to make him to be comfortable with me.
Honorable Breitenbach.
Mazel tov. Thank you. Mr. Matlala, what is January the 8th?
I don't know. I know January the 8th is the celebration of the ANC. I think when but I have never been there before. I don't know what is happening there, but I know that they celebrate maybe their celebration for how many years the ANC has been in existence or something.
Yes. And that's what your money was used for?
Say that again?
And that's what your money was used for?
I don't know whether it was used for that or not, but that's what he said, that he wanted to use it for the January 8th thing.
Thank you.
Bangazita, will come to you, Mkhalaka.
Well, thank you. I just wanted to make sure that I understand. Because when the former minister was here before us, he said that the meeting was for the purpose, was actually initiated by you through Umpungos.
Yes, I saw
because you wanted Minister Cele to actually advise you what to do about what actually had happened. That's one. Two, whilst we were discussing that, there was an issue which you raised with Minister Cele, that you had been approached by a certain person, whom I believe is Mohozi, who had asked you if you could actually fund the campaign of a particular leader of a particular party. Is that an accurate?
I said that, you're saying I said so? Are you saying that I said that I must fund a particular?
Was that actually said to you? Because that's what the Honorable Minister said to us.
Okay.
He said you told him that you had been approached by a certain person whom I believe is Muhozi,
yes,
to actually fund the campaign activities of a particular leader of a political party. And in this instance, Honorable Minister Cele thought that it was the Minister Mkhunu. Now, you say you actually made a donation, and some of the witnesses that had appeared before us had actually said that the donation was meant to finance the cost of Mr. Mkhunu's associates who actually were attending the January 8th statement in Cape Town.
Yes.
That money was used for transport, accommodation, even for was it a gala dinner? And apparently Mohosi did not pay for that, and General Sbiya ended up paying because he was present.
Okay. First of all, it's good because we have the ID numbers of the people who went there, because they are in my phone. He sent me the list of the people who were supposed to go there, because I booked flights for them through my office. So those people, I think at later we can confirm whether they are Mr. Mkhunu's associates or not. That I don't know. I just booked flights. I did not know, is this person close to Mr. Mkhunu or not. And then anyway, Mr. Mohozi, he never said that the money is for funding the presidential campaign of Mr. Mkhunu. That's what Mr. Cele told me, that this one wants to be a president. He thinks he can be president of the country. And then because they assumed that Minister Mkhunu, but by then he was not even a minister, because Mr. Cele asked me that, how did you get this contract? By then, it was him who was the minister, not Minister Mkhunu. And then he assumed that between him and General Sbiya, because of the saying, I'm close to Sbiya also, they might have participated for me to get this healthcare contract. So they assumed that the money from the healthcare contract was supposed to fund his presidential campaign.
Oh, okay. Honorable Malim.
Thanks, Chair. So I just want to make a follow-up on the same question. General Cele said You called him, you met him, told him Mokgotsi told you that Mkhunu wants to be a president, and therefore they need you to finance the campaign of Mkhunu. And they told you not to work with Cele, and make sure you close Cele out and Zuma out. Don't tell them these issues. And from there, you need to keep on giving him information, because when we asked him, why do you keep Matlala close to you? He said, no, I kept him close because he was bringing information from Mkhunu to my side, so I can't let him go because he's giving me information. He said that under oath, and now you are saying he's the one who came with the information, the opposite of what he told us. So effectively, I'm asking you, Mr. Matlala, did former Minister Cele lie under oath about those issues in relation to your name?
Yes, he lied under oath.
Thank you.
If he was asking, he was seeking information, why would he even ask me to ask my protectors to take him and his wife to a wedding somewhere in Lanseria? So that there was no way from me sending my protectors to drive him to a wedding. There was no way he will get information from those guys. He don't know them. If he wanted information, he was supposed to all the time make sure that I'm with him so that he can suck information from me. But it was for his own benefit. I even gave him even money. If you are here to suck information, that money, declare it somewhere that, okay, this guy gave me this money. And then, but since we know that for him, we want information, I had to ask money from him. I don't think he even declared that money. I gave him money twice.
Yeah.
How much did you give him, the first one and the second one?
I gave him 300,000, and then on the second occasion, I gave him 200,000.
Okay. Honorable members, no. I want us to do this. If you can lower your hand, Honorable Nombal, I recognize it. You can see that the witness has a lot of information that he wants to share with the committee. And I'm going to suggest that we take one item at a time. The witness has mentioned the meeting that happened with General Cele at Beverly Hills. The witness has mentioned the matter of Mr. Brown Mkhotsi, and the witness has also mentioned the statement that General Khumalo was about to be removed.
Yes.
And fourthly, the information about presidential ambitions. Fifthly, about payments that were made for bookings, including those ID copies. And now, lastly, that there is money which has been given, 300,000 rand and 200,000 rand. So these issues must not go away so that we do not scupper the work of the legal counsel. What he was saying before, he said, Matlala, we now want to move to Brown Mkhotsi, but let me conclude your engagements with with General Cele. That's what you wanted to do. So we're going back to that point where you must conclude with conclude the engagement with General Cele, and then we take these issues one, so that we don't confuse the witness, because if we ask him, every time you ask him a question, he responds and he gives more. So, wabana khomwa ishishija wabana gore ulotara packet so wabia chamasi. So, let me take your hand, Honorable Nombal.
Yeah, no, thanks, Chair.
Yeah?
Okay, later.
Honorable Nomvalo.
Yeah, no thanks, Chair. It's a follow-up, Chair, on the last response that the witness has given. I just wanted to check, how was this money given? Was it cash or it was transferred to the minister, to Minister Bheki Cele?
It was cash.
It was cash?
Yes.
Both of it was cash?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Honorable Skosana.
My follow-up question will be, if I heard you very well, you said that you send your bodyguard, there was a wedding somewhere else, you send your bodyguards, am I right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Now, I know you haven't mentioned this, but was it the day when he slept at your penthouse?
No.
Or it was just on your normal conversation with him?
Yeah, that day they fetched him in Senten Hotel.
Thank you, Chair.
Honorable Cameron.
Thank you, Chair. Just a question for clarity. Was there anyone else present when you paid the money to Bheki Cele?
Okay, yeah. The first time it was when Bongani was present, but he's no longer alive. Yes, and the second one, I was with my protectors, but I don't know whether, because I wouldn't tell them what I'm doing. So I don't know whether they've realized when I went to the car and took out the bag and put it in his car.
And then just one last one. Was there any other time that your protectors transported former Minister Cele and or his wife?
Yes, they took him to a wedding in Malda's Drift, some place called Malda's Drift.
Okay, thank you. Thanks, Chair.
Okay. I want to note hands. Honorable Ngola, Honorable Chief Whip, Honorable Sokanyile, Honorable Shongwe, Honorable Matthews, Honorable James, Honorable Mwango.
Thank you very much. No, Mina, I just want to know the delivery venues in both the installments. The first installment, the second installment, and did it happen at the Bevel? Because it looks like it's one of the most important meetings you had. Was the delivery there? When was the other delivery and stuff? Just that from me, Chair. Thank you very much.
Okay, the first payment was here in Pretoria, in my penthouse. And the second payment was at Beverly Hills, but not on that day when I first met him. It was this year. I think I've met him a couple of times after the first meeting. So I don't remember. Maybe it was around March, but I'm not sure of the date.
Chief Whip?
No, Chair, I'm covered up because I thought I wanted clarity if the Beverly Hills first meeting is the one where you brought money to pay. Because I wanted to know why would you bring money for the first meeting? Nobody has asked for it. But he has helped us to say it was on a different occasion. But maybe what was the money for on both occasions? Was it specified? Why is this money required?
Okay, when he came here in Pretoria, and then he called me. He got first to my apartment, and then I found him there. And when I got there, he said, "Okay, I'm here at your apartment. And last year, remember, I helped you, but even now, you're not doing anything for me to show your appreciation." And then that's when I made the. I'm here at your apartment, and last year, remember, I helped you, but even now, you're not doing anything for me to show your appreciation. And then that's when I made the. And then that's when I gave him the first 300,000. So even the second payment, it was because of the same reason. But when going on, I'll explain further because of you. Actually, there was more. But as I go with the SC, then I will explain further that he actually wanted more.
Well, I wanted to warn you against running ahead of the witness. But if you insist on asking questions, I can't stop you.
I withdraw.
Honorable Sokanyela.
No, I wanted to check, Chairperson, with Mr. Matlala, did he meet former Minister Bheki Cele at Zimbali? What were they discussing on that? Or were there exchange of monies even in that, the meeting of Zimbali? Is it the correct person?
Yes, at Zimbali, that's when he said to me he wanted to introduce me to General Mkonazi. Yes, we met at Zimbali. And then the reason for that, that's when he wanted to introduce me. He actually called him to come there as well, but that day he said he was going to meet the king, so he couldn't come, the Zulu king.
Babu Mkhotsi, you nami ngithi Mkhotsi nangu mama weDA ongifake kulento lo mama weDA ongifake Babu Matlala, I need to ask something la. Actually, there's something you said emuva when you said the reason you are here is because you were failed by either a state or somebody. Is there maybe a chance you saying this to get back at Ubabu Cele? Is he the one maybe or failed so that you do you understand?
No, I don't understand.
Okay. When you say the reason you are here is because the state failed you or somebody failed you, do you mean you said something Ubabu Cele asking for protection? Is he the one who failed you? And my second question would be, how many times have you met Ubabu Cele? And in those many times you've met him, kaile something yokchawa or it was only these 2 times?
Okay, for me to answer that question, it means that now I have to go further, and then but we'll need to go back again because of I will leave other things behind. But let me just answer this for you. For me to say that he failed me. Because the last time when I stopped calling his calls, taking his calls, I remember it was the day when there was a big soccer match between Sundown Pirates and Kaizer Chiefs in KZN. He called me, said I must come there. His wife and his car, he's got problems with his wife's car and his car, so he really needed money. And I drove to Durban. And when I got there to Durban, I just decided that this thing will never stop of this guy always asking me money. And then something said to me, let me just stop taking this guy's calls. If you can check on that day, I received more than 20 missed calls from him. I just decided stop taking his calls. It was on Friday. And then the next week, Wednesday, that's when I got arrested. So, but I think you'll understand more when we go back again to what led me to that arrest.
Okay, so you've met him more than 2 times, that's what you are saying?
Yes.
And all this time you've met him, bomb guy or something?
No, I only gave him money twice.
Twice?
Yeah.
Okay, no sharp.
Yeah.
Honorable Cameron.
Thank you, Chair. Just in terms of when you gave the money to Bheki Cele, in the same time period, were there any other senior officials or senior police members that you also gave money?
No, it was only him.
Only him. And then the last one, was there anything else that you covered for Bheki Cele? Anything regarding travel or covered debt for him? Any other gifts for the family? Anything else that you gave him apart from the money and the penthouse?
No, I just gave him money. What I remember, but that never happened. I just saw on social media that it was actually his birthday. And then I wanted to buy him a suit, but I couldn't get it on time. So, but that thing, I never did. But it was only a suit that I was supposed to buy for him, but I didn't. But that was supposed to be a gift. Didn't ask for it.
Thank you, Chair.
Honorable James.
Thank you, Chair. Mr. Matlala, please explain to us how these acquaintances that you've just met recently knew that you had all of this money.
Knew that I had money?
Yes.
Who?
Mr. Bheki, Brown, because everyone seems to be getting money out of you. How did they know you have all this money?
It's the contract. That was public knowledge.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Can I check if there are members who still want to speak? I'm worried that we are running ahead of the witness. That is my greatest worry and issue. If we were to allow the SC to lead evidence, you can agree with me, Honorable, some of the questions you ask here are not follow-up questions, because the witness has never mentioned anything about some of the questions you are asking. Honorable Matthews.
Mine's definitely follow-up, Chair. Do you have or have you submitted receipts, because you said you withdrew money from the bank for the 2 payments that you had to give to Bheki Cele, because we're going to end up coming down to, I didn't get the money, you gave him the money. So we need to have some type of proof. So would your bank receipts or would your withdrawals sort of align with that, and is that available for the committee that will speak to the dates?
Yes, but I don't have access to my bank, my banking app now. But the police have my bank. They have my bank statements.
But it's,
so maybe
it's
if you can, yeah.
So for both payments, you withdrew money, and it will reflect.
Yes.
It will reflect on there. And then, Chair, we mustn't lose it because we were busy on the issue of the apartment, and I'm scared that senior counsel that we don't. Missed that. Mr. Matlala was talking about the issue of being at the apartment with Bheki Cele, and then we lost interruption, or we were interrupted. Thank you, Chair.
Do you still remember where we were? So that I can refresh you.
Yeah, I didn't see anything. It's just that, under the guise of questions of clarifications, if we can stick to a structure, then we can get done sooner. These issues are all dealt with in the affidavit, and I was getting there. So Mr. Matlala, the issue of your relationship with, again at paragraph 108 on page 25 of your statement. Page 25 of
just
the
on a point of order, Chair.
Honorable Malim.
The senior counsel must be reminded that this is our committee. He can't address us the way he's doing. Where we feel we need to come in, we're going to come in. It's our committee. And that right must never be taken away from us.